What is up, guys? It's DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video. So today I wanted to bring you a video on 3 different tablets and ask you what you guys gravitate to, what you guys grab. I wanted to bring you some older tablets, a newer tablet, and all in between, and ask you what you guys grab. Do you guys gravitate to an iOS device, Android device, maybe an Amazon Fire? What do you guys gravitate to? I'm going to give you my ups and downs, ins and outs on some of these tablets and just let you know the basics. This isn't in depth at all, but just some basic knowledge you should know about all these tablets and what you think you should grab out there in the future. So if you ever watch my videos, guys, I do review videos on different items. I just do a basic knowledge, basic consumer review, and let you know what I think about these items. So if you guys like videos like that, please tune in to my channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. And please continue to ask questions. The feedback is awesome from my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being positive and for the questions and everything. So you guys are awesome. Let's continue into this video and talk about these 3 tablets. All right, so the first one I'm going to start off with is, of course, an iOS device. It's the iPad mini. It is one of my favorite tablets. I'm just going to bluntly say it's what I gravitate to, so we all know the winner in this one. But the iOS device is definitely going to cost you. It's going to come at a price, and it's going to hit you in the wallet. So let's talk about it, though. So I got the iPad mini. This is the 2019 version with the A12 Bionic chip in it. It also has an 8 megapixel camera, but it's going to cost you, 64 gig is going to cost you $369. Now, that is a good price because it does definitely have everything you're going to need, almost in a mini laptop formation in this little tablet. So it is a very, very cool device. I do love it, but you're going to pay for memory, guys. And so this is a 256 gig model, and it's going to cost like $469. It's going to be like $100 more. They do have a 128. They do have different colors. This is the gold, but you're definitely gonna have to pay for this, guys. It is a very nice screen. It is the fastest of the bunch. It does have a microphone and your camera, 8 megapixel front back, fingerprint, all that kind of great technology and everything. But I'm just gonna give you the basics on what I think is important. Is of course, you're thinking battery life, how's it look, how's it respond, that type of thing. So when you're talking about the iPad mini, one thing that I always kind of think about is memory, and like I said, you're going to pay for the memory. You cannot upgrade this memory at all. So if you do a lot of stuff with pictures, videos, and things like that, make sure you buy the correct memory that you're going to want. Also, the 8 megapixel camera is important, the chip is important, 1080p display, so you can get the best picture on this guy that I have of the list here, and also 10 hours battery life. Now, 10 hours battery life is pretty liberal for this. When they say that, when you're watching video, HD video, or watching video like movies or YouTube videos, and that's all you're doing, you're not going to get 10 hours at all. You might get 4 to 5 hours of continuous video watching with this. At the most, you're going to be, pushing it at 4 to 5 hours. So if you're just surfing the internet and switching in between videos and doing other things, you could get the 9-10 hours of battery life out of this. So just for that. But of all the tablets as well, this one charges up 0 to 100 in about 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is pretty fantastic when you're thinking about charging. So with the lightning port it has down here, you can get that 2 hours and 30 minutes, get a full charge on this, and get back up and running watching your video. So also has 3.5 millimeter jack, which I do like still. Fantastic there. And I do like it that I do have a case for it that makes it into a little laptop. I can put my tablet in here, fold this up, I can throw it in my bag, and it's gonna be like a little laptop with my keyboard and hold it for me nicely. This is a great setup for your iPad mini, and I would definitely recommend this. I will put a link in the description for this as well. This is a ZAG keyboard. It does have a light up keyboard as well. You can see that. I do have a review on this as well if you want to check that out. But excellent setup, and I use this a ton. Now I'm going to fire this up real quick just so you can see the speeds on these firing up. I'm going to do that for all 3 of them. But you just hold the top button here. And like I said, I'm not going to do like an in-depth review on these. There's a lot of great videos out there on the iPad mini. I just want to give you my basic idea on what I think about these and what the important things that you kind of worry about when you buy a tablet like this. So now, of course, when you have this, you can only use iOS device type apps and things with this. So you're only going to get to use what you want from Apple. Okay, but you can pick up different search engines like Google or Microsoft Edge or Safari. You can use any of those, as they do have those in the App Store. So you can see how fast that started, probably within 20 seconds, and then within the next 20 seconds I could be into my app already. Going to my apps, they load up pretty quickly. Boom, and I'm already into my app doing what I need within 40 seconds. So I do like that very much. Very fast, very responsive, and the touchscreen is fantastic. Never had any issues. I can get out really fast as well, and it's very, very nice tablet. Speakers are pretty good on this as well, probably the best in the bunch. Gets pretty loud, you're able to watch movies and videos, no problem, in that laptop type case that I have for it. So once again, this is the iPad mini, and like I said, around $369 for 64 gig memory on this. So that's my negative on this guy is just the memory, guys. The memory you have to pay for, and so you can't upgrade this memory at all. So make sure you buy enough with whatever memory you're going to need for whatever you're doing, watching. If you're putting movies on this or videos or pictures, you're going to want a little extra memory, or music. So that is the iPad mini, guys, and I think I went over that for what I want to get out on that. Let's go to Lenovo. The Lenovo is the budget, so we went from the highest to the budget, man. So I bought this just because I needed something a little extra to use with some DJ apps that I had, but I needed to put music on it, and I wanted to put a lot of music on it. So this has the ability to upgrade your memory up to 1 terabyte. So you can put a micro SD card in that little blue slot right here and upgrade the memory, 400, 256, all the way up to 1 terabyte. So very, very cool there. Now, this only has 1 gig of RAM. It's $99, so it's kind of the budget side. It's only 720p. It only has a 2 megapixel in the front and 5 megapixel in the back camera. So the cameras aren't the best. The selfie camera is actually pretty decent at 5 megapixel, but it's the slowest of the bunch. You can see that it was on for at least a good 30-40 seconds before we even got the music on the screen, and we're still waiting for it to get to the main screen. Now it's on the main screen. I can click out of here. I'm still going to wait another 10 seconds before I get to the actual apps on it. And now we're at the app. Touchscreen works pretty good, and then now we'll try to get into an app real quick. And even going to an app is going to take a full 10 seconds probably to get into the app and get it all loaded. So we're still waiting, and boom, now we're into the app, and I can actually listen to my music or do whatever I wanted to. So this takes a good minute before you're actually into the app and starting whatever you want. So at the 1 gig of RAM, it's the slowest of the bunch, but it is a value at $99. The screen looks really good. The only other negative I have on this guy is the speakers are really poor. This is supposed to have Dolby Atmos, but the definition is pretty good. It's just the overall volume is super low, guys. You have to turn it up all the way, and even then it's not sufficient if you're in a crowded place or trying to listen to it over other noises. So you're definitely going to want some headphones or some kind of extra speaker if you're using this tablet, if you're listening to music or listening to movies or videos. So just to let you know on that, guys. But you do have Bluetooth in all these tablets, so you can hook up Bluetooth or whatever, and everything works really, really good. Other than that, the actual 7.0 Nougat is what you're going to get on this. It works pretty good. Like I said, everything's pretty decent. You can go close all these out. So the response on this and everything is pretty decent. Just a little bit slower than everything else, okay? It does have, your upgraded memory, and then it has the power button and a volume button as well on the side. So other than that, your speakers are on the top. They're front facing, but like I said, they're just really, really quiet compared to other things. Other than that, most important thing is battery life. You are going to get that 9 to 10 hours of battery life as well with this, and it actually might actually hold the, because you're only getting 720p on the display, so you're going to get that 4 to 5 hours of video usage on this as well, which is pretty good, which is a little bit better than an iPad, but you're just not going to get the definition to that as well. And this is also going to take probably 3 to 4 hours to charge instead of that 2 hours and 30 minutes. So just to let you know there, guys. Other than that, great value at an 8-inch tablet. No ads, no nothing like that. You go straight into your Google Play Store and you can start downloading whatever apps that you want, all the music you want, and you know, everything depending on your memory that you got in there, okay? Because you can get this with 16 or 32 gigs, I think, right out the box. So that is there. I also have a couple cases for that I wanted to show you real quick. So I do have a normal case for the Lenovo, just a normal with a little kickstand in the back, or I do have this little case as well that has a keyboard that I use sometimes as well, and that's why I can go to that and use the keyboard, do different things, and it does work pretty good with the Bluetooth keyboard. So at a value at $99, I think that's a good option for you guys. Anybody looking for a value tablet? Like I said, it's a little slower than other tablets, but it still gets the job done. And the last one that I want to follow up with, guys, is the Fire HD 8, which is a good tablet, guys, but it's a little bit more aimed to anybody that's Amazon based, like Alexa based. You have a bunch of Alexa apps, a bunch of things like that. This could be your little central hub if you have a lot of cameras, or you know, a show and a dot and all these other things, a TV that's Alexa enabled. You can use this tablet as a little hub, and it's fantastic. It's also great for kids, guys. If you have a kid, you can put so many parental enables and disables and things like that. You can put codes and allow them not to purchase apps, and just so much things with these tablets for parental control. It's fantastic for kids as well. I'm going to fire this guy up. So you have volume on the top on this one. You also have the power button on the top. You have a 3.5 millimeter jack. Your power, this has USB Type-C, so power hub, everything's on the top on this. There's nothing, your speakers are on the side, on the bottom kind of here, so it's kind of different there. And then you do have a micro USB port as well to upgrade the memory to the 1 terabyte as well. Extra things that I want to get on this is they do have a couple colors. They have pink, black, and blue. You can get the $90 32 gig or the 64 gig at $120. And this has 2 gigs of RAM, so it's got a little bit faster processor in there to get things done. You're going to get that 9 hours of battery life, but this takes a long time to charge. It takes up to 5 hours to charge, guys, from 0 to 100, so you're going to be charging it a little bit longer. But honestly, I think the battery lasts a little bit longer, especially if you're watching video, so maybe you might get that 5 hours of video watch time on this, and you still have some extra battery left. So that is what we got there with the battery. Like I said, you can upgrade the memory, charging. This has the worst cameras of the bunch with 2 megapixel dual, so front and back 2 megapixels. So you're not going to get the best photos with this if you're thinking about using it for a lot of photos. But you can also use this with, you know, like I said, anything Amazon or Kindle or audiobooks, that type of thing. They work fantastic with this device. I'm going to go ahead and fire this one up as well. The only reason I didn't want to fire it up right away is because anytime I say Alexa, it's going to start asking me questions. So, yeah, like I said, it is Alexa enabled, and it will do anything fully any Alexa device will do. So that's kind of what's cool about this tablet. So like I said, that's why it can be a great hub for you if you have cameras or other Amazon devices. This can help you out a lot. So I tend to use this a lot when I'm using those devices, or if I want to do shopping or anything like that on Amazon. I'm going to go straight to this tablet because it's just, everything is tied with it. Now, another thing you're not going to see, that's that ad, which is kind of annoying. It was probably one of my negatives. I should have bought one without the ads on it, but it's going to cost you more. And that's kind of one reason you're not going to do that, right? You're going to want to spend the less amount. But probably should have, because it does kind of annoy me that little ads pop up on this. Also, you're only going to be able to use the Silk browser, not going to be able to get into any Google apps. So it does have some functions that aren't there that you think you could get. Okay, let's get this back going, and I'll open it up here. So you're going to have your basic, all your Amazon apps. You're going to have your Prime Video and your kids and your Amazon, and your internet is through Silk, Kindle, all that kind of stuff. And then you will be able to get a few apps through their app store, like YouTube and things like that. Even though the YouTube symbol looks different than normal, it is out there. Another annoying thing is just the search bar on the top is only for items in your apps. So if you can't search things, and then it'll take you straight to the internet, you actually have to hit Silk internet browser to get into the internet and then start searching things. You could ask Alexa to get you there. Alexa, what's the weather today?
Sunny skies. Today, you can look for lots of clouds, with a high of 73 degrees and a low of 54 degrees.
You have that weather, and it's very, very snappy and quick, and you can use that to answer a lot of questions for you, and that's why this device is kind of cool in that manner. So those are the types of things you can do with that. So a very, very cool device. It is, snappier than the Lenovo. I was able to start it up and get it going a lot faster than the other device as well. So very cool there. But like I said, I just don't like the ads that you have on this is probably one of my negatives. And then the charging time also takes a while to get done as well. So all right, guys, I think that's all I got for you today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been 3 tablets that I've been looking into. The Amazon 8 Fire HD, the iPad Mini 2019, and then a Lenovo model 83004R1. That is also a Android tablet. I wanted to bring you guys all those tablets and just let you know what I gravitate to is probably the iOS, because it almost acts like a laptop. It's really awesome, especially when you add it with a keyboard. Works fantastic. The Lenovo I like because it doesn't have those ads, but the speakers are poor quality on it, so kind of a thing there. It's a little bit slower, but you get what you do there. And then also the Amazon Fire, probably get a little bit more battery life out of it. Speakers are decent, but it's only enabled through Alexa and Amazon type apps, so you're going to be missing out on a lot of extra stuff as well. So I think those are important topics to bring up, guys. Other than that, I do appreciate all these tablets and what they do, and that's why I own one of each. That's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been Midwest Raider. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And thanks for watching my channel, Midwest Raider Reviews. More reviews to come on various items. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.